Love the old lightning.
I know the entire shot.
Royal Navy Sea King. Really, really nice. That is one nice aircraft. God, that's lovely.
Oh, it's a military version.
Yeah, they're lovely, these aircraft around here. Beautiful. Favourite plane. Love it, amazing.
I'm going to go for their toes.
Yeah, I'm coming with you, mate.
Both are in the Phantom together.
That's lovely, that.
After
a shackle
Sure. On this app, does it, sorry, you're still back. Does it have a bit that points you to your car keys? Because that's the bit that my wife always only if you pinpoint when
got a little bit of Spitfire, the whole Spitfire. Hunter.
There she is. Beauty.
I knew what you were talking about. Yes.
There she is, look. The legend herself. Have a look inside the cockpit. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at that.
Because we wouldn't advocate listening to anything else but airshow maybe except for
God.
you know, he is the last surviving. The Royal Air Force aerobatic team for 2013. It's the Red Arrows. Red 1 calls the team into short diamond formation as Reds 8 and 9 tuck in to form our famous Diamond 9 formation shape. Red 1 is squadron leader Jim Turner. It's his second year leading the team, but he was a wingman with the Red Arrows from 2005
getting high
to 2007 and culminated in leading the Synchro pair. He is a former Jaguar weapons instructor and Jaguar display pilot. His most recent role has been working with the Royal Saudi Air Force's equivalent to the Red Arrows, where he was their official advisor. Smoke's on now. You'll see the 3 aircraft on each wing drop back to form the shape of Eagle. The shape is named after the American fighter jet, the F-15 Eagle. We've introduced it to the display this year to say thanks for the support from the US forces during the Battle of Britain on the Eagle squadrons, and also to commemorate the arrival of the US 8th and 9th Air Forces in Europe. To the right hand side now, this is the Eagle Roll. Boys and girls, as the canopies come towards you, the pilots can see you, so get waving. So we fly the majority of our formations with the odd-numbered pilots on the left-hand side and the even-numbered pilots on the right-hand side. Red 6 and 7, the synchro pair, tend to sit directly behind the leader. On the bottom of the formation now is Red 4, Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert. Pert's in his second year with the team and is the team's executive officer. He's a former Hawk flying instructor and was the solo Hawk display pilot. And operationally he flew the Harrier GR9 over Afghanistan. The smoke goes off now, the wings have dropped back one more position to form the shape of the iconic supersonic airliner. And as they come left, some red, white and blue to show the very best of British. This is Concorde.
Concorde. No, that's Concorde.
Oh, wow.
this year is the 70th anniversary of Operation Chastise, the famous Dambusters raid carried out by 617 Squadron on the night of the 16th of May 1943. Those brave aircrews flew their 19 Lancaster bombers deep into enemy territory to drop their bouncing bombs. With the smoke on now, the team are forming the shape of the Lancaster bomber. It's worth noting that 617 are still operating today, flying the Tornado GR4 from RAF Lossiemouth. So in from the left-hand side now, to commemorate 70 years since the Dambusters, this is Lancaster. One of our pilots has completed a tour with the famous Dambusters squadron. Red 3, who's on the leader's left wing now, is Flight Lieutenant Mark Lawson. It's his first year with the team. He completed his first tour in the Royal Air Force, flying with 617 Squadron, where he flew operationally over Iraq and Afghanistan, before transferring to 9 Squadron, and also flying Afghanistan and over Libya in 2011. The smoke's back on now. We're reforming another shape, this time Apollo, which is our tightest shape. The jets here are around 5 to 6 feet apart as they come in from your right-hand side to fly the Apollo roll.
Rolling. Out.
Lots of waving again, boys and girls, as the aircraft top out at around 2,500 feet, flying at 400 miles an hour. On the leader's right wing now is Red 2, another of our first-year pilots. That's Flight Lieutenant Ollie Parr. Ollie is another former Tornado GR4 pilot and has also completed a tour as a Hawk flying instructor, teaching advanced flying training to students at RAF Valley on Anglesey. The smoke's back on now as the team form another shape, this time Typhoon, aimed to depict the delta wing planform of the Royal Air Force's multi-role combat aircraft, the Eurofighter Typhoon. We now have 4 frontline squadrons of Typhoons, whose duty is to protect the airspace of both the UK and the Falkland Islands. In from the left-hand side now, this is the Typhoon loop. Pulling up at 4G or 4 times the force of gravity at 400 miles an hour. One of our pilots is a former Typhoon pilot. Red 9 is moving to the far side of the formation during this change, and he is Flight Lieutenant Mike Child. It's his second year with the team. He's a former Hawk flying instructor, solo Hawk display pilot, before he was then posted to the Typhoon, where he works on those quick reaction alert duties. At the top of this loop, the jets have slowed down to around 150 miles an hour now as they reach a height of 6,000 feet, in a shape called Signet. In the middle of the left-hand wing is the last of our first-year pilots. That's Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Steve Morris. This is the vertical brake.
Yeah.
Back left and right again for the synchro pair. This time Red 6 on the left and Red 7 on the right. They're closing at over 800 miles an hour, and they're going to cross 3 times in opposing 300. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and for listening. It's fabulous to be here in what we think is our home display at RAF Waddington. I hope you can see another of our displays in the near future, tomorrow same times at RAF Waddington. But for now, I wish you all the very best on behalf of the Royal Air Force and from us all at the Red Arrows.
Thank you very much indeed, Squadron Leader Mike, for being an absolutely superb display, and how wonderful to see you back in a nice good formation. Really top stuff. Don't worry, I see you've got lots to do. We'll hear more from you tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you think that? You can only beat it by one aircraft that we have here today, being the mighty Vulcan. You see, of course, it's the world's sole flying example of what was for a while hard to carriage shortly. And new for this season, they'll be doing a 90-degree left turn onto the B axis to depart, and then a final wing over left before he comes back into land.
VulcanToTheSky.com. What a spectacle now for those of you in the right position as XH558 comes in past XM607 to land.
And as Bill puts the aircraft gently on the ground, you'll notice he holds the nose in the air. We call this aerodynamic braking. The delta wing is a big air wing, and it also acts as an air brake in this situation, so we